After all of these years, is it finally time for AJ Lee to come home? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. Before I get into this video, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. After what went down at Clash in Paris, where we saw Becky Lynch come to the aid of her husband Seth Rollins, where they once again screwed over CM Punk in their quest of retaining the World Heavyweight Championship. It is at an all-time high now that fans are speculating that we are in store for an AJ Lee return. Now, if you've been paying attention to AJ Lee over the past decade, anytime she is asked if she is going to return, she always pretty much says, never say never, but she's pretty sure that she is never going to make a return. After all the teases that we have gotten, not only on Monday Night Raw tonight and with the conclusion of Clash in Paris, it really feels as if it's now or never when it comes to an AJ Lee return, right? And for what WWE is doing for the WrestlePalooza show, it's pretty clear that they are trying to load up this card as much as they possibly can, right? There's rumor that this is the show that we're going to see John Cena go up against Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. We got a tease of an Uso reunion on Raw, so maybe they could possibly have their reunion match on WrestlePalooza. This is also the much anticipated head-to-head matchup that they have against AEW All Out. And if they're really intent on bringing out the big guns, this is probably the biggest move that they could possibly do right now at this time. CM Punk, her husband, being in WWE, I think that makes the chances greater than zero that she makes her return. And I feel like with all these different teases that they've been making and fans speculating so heavy, I feel as if it would be a disappointment, if we're not getting this AJ Lee return. Now, I don't think it's a guarantee. She's been adamant, like I said before, but at the same time, you could look at guys like Bret Hart and CM Punk himself, who have said they're never going back to the WWE, and they did. There is enough zeros in the world to convince anybody to do something that they don't want to do. But I think that this is kind of a made, if there was a storyline that made the most sense, especially with the angle that went down where we saw Becky Lynch, put her hands on CM Punk, slap him up multiple different times, and he said that, you're going to regret putting your hands on me. That could really only mean one thing, and it would make sense that we would have this married couple in AJ Lee and CM Punk go up against this married couple in Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. Now, we also saw a tease earlier in the show as well, which could possibly hint at Rhea Ripley being the tag team partner for CM Punk, because it looks like we're shaping this thing up to be a mixed tag match at WrestlePalooza. That could possibly be the backup plan. I think that, to be real, nobody in WWE truly knows if AJ is, down to make the return. I think what they're trying to do is, lay the foundation to where if she does agree to make a return, they have this built-in storyline. But if not, they'll have Rhea, as the backup plan, which I don't think it's a terrible backup plan, to be real with you guys. I'm kind of, hesitant and thinking this is going to go down, because it feels like, me as somebody who's naturally, a pessimist, I don't want to get my hopes up that much to where, if it doesn't go down, I'm disappointed. We're also in the midst of somebody who is off a long time layoff in the ring as well, and that's Nikki Bella. Now, Nikki Bella and AJ Lee, if we're talking about, the caliber of in-ring performer, I think AJ Lee wrestles circles around Nikki. But with somebody like AJ who hasn't wrestled in over a decade, this might be the best opportunity for her, because she wouldn't have to work a full-on match with having CM Punk be the one who does the majority of the work. That's also a benefit to where we could see this being the soft spot for her, being this being a mixed tag match. But I don't know, guys. I think it's a better than zero possibility that we see the return of AJ Lee. I always thought and envisioned in my head, if we're going to see a return of her, it was going to be something along the lines of injecting her in the women's scene that we have right now. Different performers that we have, Bianca Belair, Io, Rhea, Becky, a singles match, all these different Stephanie McCure, all these different possibilities. But I think if we're going to get a return, it's going to be something, short term, and it's going to be this mixed tag match with Seth Rollins. Nothing long term, but who knows? I could be completely off base. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Are you excited about a potential AJ Lee return? Do you think it's going to go down? Do you think that this is just WWE, pulling on our heartstrings and we're going to end up with it being Rhea Ripley? Or do you think that this is just total fan speculation? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. I am Kevin Zwicker. I'm out.